Half the size it is now. Hey everybody, if you're watching this, you don't see that live button in the top left hand corner, you are watching the replay. So give us a hashtag replay letting us know you're watching. Mixing epoxy, what are you doing?
You're mixing way too much.
I'll use it on my next cup. I'd rather have a little too much than not enough.
You can't use it on the next one if you're gonna have ground in it.
Yeah, I can. The next one's a glitter cup. So it doesn't matter. Where's my stuff? I moved all my stuff around.
You moved all your stuff around.
I'll help if I get the video up, huh?
Where are your mixers at?
Let me mix it. I got one right here. Oh, look at my spatula. They're in this cup right here.
This is the new one?
What? Open it up.
No, I'm good.
It actually has a cover. And like the cutting storage is on this side.
Anybody on?
Not yet. And there's the notification. Like I say, it takes forever for it to show up. Options. Not, yeah, like I said, share it on group, huh? I know. I got a vacuum gauge coming in for that thing
Yeah, I know.
tomorrow. What?
You bought it on Amazon.
Yeah, it was like $8.
And something was $85.
That was the stand for that thing. We'll be able to put it on the table like
What?
that camera.
Oh.
And then you can, then it doesn't matter if you want to lift the table up and down. And then sooner or later, once we get it, I'm gonna get that other camera.
Just not right now.
I know, but I mean, I want to start using that camera in that cabinet since it's got a 10-hour battery. What? I got rid of all my other cool computer stuff and camera stuff.
No.
Yeah, I did actually. I have one tiny little box of computer stuff.
Look, no bubbles.
Yeah, because there's so much epoxy in here. Once I get that cabinet put together, that's
spill it.
I want to make. I'll be able to vacuum out. You're not pointing at it. There you go. Yeah, like that. Just a little bit. Hey everybody, make sure to say hi once you get on.
Really? I can't go back.
What happened?
It was recording while I was just sitting there.
So what happens now?
I can cut it.
Oh, well, that ain't no big deal then. Hey Carrie. flavor. Maybe one of those 2.5 pound weights. Little disc weights over there by the door.
For what?
I'm gonna put it on the back side of the turner when I move it. And it's not too top heavy, but it's slightly top heavy because it's so long. Now I wish I wouldn't have took apart my long turner. This would be perfect for that real long turner that I made. Thanks for sharing. We've got a couple of cups we're working on today. We have some invoices that are out waiting to get paid, so today's cup show will probably be a little bit short. We don't have too many cup orders. I know we haven't been live too much lately. We're trying to get this cup finished out this week so we can get it shipped out. If anybody is interested in having a cup made, make sure to head over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/SNA Pearls Creations. Click that Shop Now button. Fill out our form. Once we get your form, we'll send you an invoice. Once you pay your invoice, we'll start working on your cup. Our cups take 2 to 4 weeks to make. Really kind of depending on what you want. That's kind of what we've been seeing. We've actually caught up with our orders. This is one of our last cup orders that needed to be completed, so we'll be back on a little bit quicker turnaround time. Yeah. When I move it, I'm gonna put it on there just because I mean it's a little top heavy. I can zoom in so you guys can see it a little better. Hey Dakota! This cup came out really good.
Be careful when you heat it up. Don't know what it'll do to the. That's good.
That's crazy, Carrie. We'll absolutely be praying for him. That's why I always tell everybody you gotta enjoy life while it's happening, because you don't know how long you got. Let's see. Here's some spots up here that we'll probably do one more of these because I want to try something like this
Let me cut it out.
on a how much did it record? A big old chunk.
Much.
Could you speed up that section? Like, can you speed up sections? Maybe you could like try to take that section and like super fast it.
Adjust clip.
Yeah, I wonder if that section, if you could. We could play with it. So this one is going on.
Tap to edit. Long press to record. Reorder.
So this one here, we'll probably put one more coat on it. I wanted to kind of put a light coat on it just that way it will be just a super thin coat. And then if I need to, I'll come back with another coat on top. Everybody make sure to share. Once we get to 50 viewers, we'll do a 25% off coupon to a lucky winner. And then 100 viewers, we will do a free cup giveaway. We do have, I think I've got 2 more of this decal. But I'll probably do one on we've got some, I think 35-ounce skinnies. They're like our regular skinny cups. They're just like this tall. This one would probably fit good on it. So we'll try one on there. But this one will turn today, and then tomorrow I'll come back and put one more coat on top of it. That'll help smooth this little hump out down here. And then there's some spots on here that it'll help kind of fill in. But if you want to have a cup made, make sure to head over to our Facebook page, click that Shop Now button, fill out our form. Once we get your form, we'll send you an invoice. You pay your invoice, we'll start working on your cup.
Tap to edit.
Alright, let's get this one moved out of the way.
Oh well, we're just deleting that one.
Seems like a good idea. That might work. Alright, so next up we've got, that one is actually a temporary tattoo. What, you just starting over?
No.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh. How the cup went. That would have been bad.
Put the thing on there so the cup don't go.
I need a couple more weights to stack it up to that level and put one on. Because I was going to stick it on top, but on that turner, the pipe sticks up higher than the rest. Alright, so what we've got here, I've got a cup right here we're going to do a two-tone glitter on. Actually, we've got 2 different cups that we're gonna do kind of the same deal. We're gonna do one more like that, and then I want to do, I think we've got a Halloween themed one that we'll probably do too, just cause I think it would look neat. I'll just use what I have left on this one, then we'll mix a little bit more. Hey Charlotte. Did we send your package out? Oh, did we have you mark? I don't know if we had you mark. Can you see if Charlotte Frost is in the bin?
No,
I don't think I did, Charlotte, but I don't know if you were marked for shipment. I'll have Sarah check in a second. She's working on something. If not, we can go ahead and get you printed up. I don't think the mail is passed yet. Even if it's not, it'll go. If it doesn't go out today, it'll go out tomorrow. So I'm just going to mix a little bit more so I can finish covering the cup. And I've got some pieces coming in for my vacuum chamber. I'm gonna get that all set up hopefully this week's, because there's a couple resin pours I want to try. We've got some new molds that I got in, but it's gonna take a good bit of epoxy, so I want to make sure there's no air bubbles in it at all. Here for a cup like this one, it doesn't really matter if there's a few air bubbles in it, because I'm gonna cover it with glitter. So if there's a couple bubbles, it's not that big a deal. But if I want to pour something that's going to be clear, see-through, or going to put stuff in, then you want to make sure there's no air bubbles at all. And with that vacuum chamber, I'll be able to just mix it however, kind of like I'm doing with this one. This one's going to have a decent amount of air bubbles in it. I can put it in that vacuum chamber and then suck all the air out of it, and that'll pull all the air bubbles out. Which helps really well with bigger pours, because you're having to mix so much. When you're mixing a good bit, you're using usually power tools to mix the stuff, so it's kind of hard not to get air bubbles when you're mixing something with bigger equipment than mixing it by hand. Kind of going back, catching these few little spots where it's kind of thin. Run some on the bottom. Hey Lisa. Now I'm just going to come back through, kind of knock a few of the air bubbles out. And then make sure we've got a good coating of epoxy all the way around. This one turning.
This is the kind you can't choose nice music to go with it. So stupid.
Sorry, I thought I was doing good.
No, I think it's stupid that you can't use regular music.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's some stuff on there that we just have to play with it one day and.
Nothing that goes with anything.
So how was everybody's weekend? Getting ready to glitter this cup. I just want to get some epoxy drip down here. I just want to kind of get it up. There we go. I think we finally made it out of all the cold weather we were having. Now this one's going to have black glitter on the bottom and some white, kind of white glitter on top. when I first set that up, I thought it was going to be like Facebook, to where multiple people can have access to it to work with it. I didn't realize it was just going to be an account. If I'd have known that, I'd have just made it.
Yeah.
Made
I
just a
wish there was a
regular
way to go
account.
back and change it.
Okay. Go up to like right about here. Yeah, Charlotte, it's been cold here now. I think this week we're going to be we'll be in the 70s as far as temperature down here. So we went from being in the teens, super hard freeze, to now we'll be in like summertime weather. It's crazy how that happens here. We've got the weirdest weather. Like today, it feels like a you know, late spring, early summer day outside. It's back to being humid. Pretty decent temperature. This morning I had the door open in here because it was pretty comfortable. But then about 10:30 or so, I was in and out, getting the last few cups brought in that I had painted this morning, and rearranging and kind of tidying up in here before I went live, because I did move my table and we kind of half rearranged the room, but it's still a little bit crazy in here. And I was going to leave the door open, but it was just way too hot. But that is, I guess that's Louisiana. We'll be freezing weather one day, running the heater, and the next day we'll be running the air conditioner. A little. Now this one, yeah, it is gorgeous outside, and that's like us. We'll be running the air conditioner today. Y'all are in the 30s at the daytime and teens at night. Ooh, 14 inches. Yeah, I think I'd be over snow too, getting that much. Was that?
Oh, that's the mail girl?
We were in the teens for a couple days last week. I'm glad to say those days are hopefully behind us.
They're saying March 1st is going to be cold again.
What? Okay, maybe
Another
I'll
freeze.
Outstanding.
Dang, I should have put that there.
this one out the way.
Yeah, it's an over.
You and me both, Sarah. I'm good for that. But from what my Sarah's saying, in March it's going to be cold again.
March 1st.
Like, bro, you need to make up your mind. Okay. Just kind of putting a little bit of a El Hombre. I did go buy myself a little 1 horsepower, one gallon shop vac, which has disappeared. Yep, the weather around here has been quite bipolar. What I want to do is put a little bit more black on this bottom down here. There we go. This cup right here is a 30-ounce skinny. These start at 40. We do have some regular 30-ounce cups. These are the same size all of them down. Our other ones are skinny at the bottom. They get a little bit wider at the top as far as like the 20 and 30-ounce cups. We do have a 35-ounce skinny, which is a couple inches taller than this one. Want to pat some of the ones sticking up down. We've got a new TikTok video up, so if any of you guys are following us, go check it out. If not, our TikTok name is SNA Pearls.
Like it and share it and comment, please.
Make sure to comment, like, and share on that video.
Yeah, they didn't even comment. 6 people have already seen it.
Okie dokie, Gabriel. Or Gabrielle. Sorry, Gabriel. Gabrielle. I think it's about time for me to get a new computer with a little bit bigger screen so I can see. Got to finish putting together my... Once I get my desk all put together, I think I'm going to either get a monitor stand or make a monitor stand. What? That I can put a monitor on. That way I can kind of see the comments a little bit better. Get a different piece of paper in.
Stupid sign.
Hmm?
Nothing really. Stupid sign. Hold on.
black's kind of soaking into this one.
Alright, let's see. So
That coffee is terrible.
what we have to do is like save all the sounds that we like.
That's what we can. Is there a way to we can just look through them, can't we? At the beginning, like without making a video, you can click on sounds.
People's, you gotta go to their people, the people's thing.
Ready?
Mhm.
I just want to make my way around the cup one more time.
Oh, I did the whole thing.
Maybe we just do that. Sit there, and just flip through all the sounds, and
You can't. You have to watch people's videos and save it from there. Because what's in the sounds.
what I'm saying is look through the sounds that we have now, and like see if there's see if there's anything we like. It's probably like a copyright thing that they.
No, it's stupid.
Because they probably have to pay more if it's a business using it. Okay, we'll let this one turn about another minute or so. We could do just about any design. Just the only thing we try to stay away from is anything that's licensed or copyrighted. Just because, you know, we don't try to keep it on the up and up. This is what we do for a business. We don't have, this is our job. We own this company, S&A Pearls. And we'd like to keep it that way. But if anybody is interested in having a cup made, just head over to facebook.com/S&A Pearls Creations. Click that Shop Now button. Fill out the form. Once we get your form, we'll send you an invoice. You pay your invoice, we will start working on your cup. And this cup here is actually one that one of my girls did. They made for themselves, and they wanted me to put some epoxy on to cover it up, to kind of, you know, put it in between to fill it in a little bit. So we have pretty much caught up with all of our orders. I've got 2 cups right now that I'm going to be working on later today, and I'll be finishing those up this week. So if you put your order in now, we should be able to start on your cup this week, and hopefully finish it up next week and get it sent out to you.
He's not gonna cover this cup in it, like, to make it smooth. He's just gonna put some epoxy on it to like go in between, because the girls are scared their little rhinestones are gonna fall off.
Okay, Gabrielle, I'll check it out once I'm done. But we'll just kind of fill this one in. What do we have? Oh, I need some green glitter. And Sarah just ran out the door. Get this one on here. Now that I've rearranged, my glitters on the other side of the room now. Didn't think that one through. Hey, Sarah. Get this one mixed up. And we do have the option. We try to do most of the steps live, but there is an option on the form. If you don't want to see the cup made live, we can actually work on it a little bit quicker on those, because we can just, because the ones that are on live, I'll try to do each step, or at least most of it live, so everybody can kind of see their cup coming together. But there is an option if you check it saying you don't want to watch it on live. We could start it live and work on it, or we could start working on it, and if we happen to still be working on it while we're live, we could do, you know, part of it on the live show. But we can, if it's, say, like a painted cup with some decals or name or logo or something, we can usually knock those out in about 3 or 4 days, because there is a 72-hour cure time for this epoxy. So once we get done with the cup needs to sit for 72 hours to fully cure. So if we say we knock it out, if it's a cup that's, we just paint, we put a decal on, put epoxy on, then that cup's pretty much done. It may need a second coat the second day, but after that, it pretty much sits, so we can usually get those done in about the same week. So we're not sure how this is going to work. I haven't epoxied one of these yet. But we're kind of just going to fill in between the little gems. Just to help kind of hold the gems on the cup too. I mean, all these gems were glued on the cup. One of my kids made this one. So we're just kind of fill it in. Do you want to grab me out of that, I think it's the second drawer of that cabinet on the right, some green glitter, like St. Patrick's Day glitter?
Well, if this box was in here, I could.
I know, it's still a work in progress.
I can't even move it.
Okay, let me see. I may have to mix a little bit more epoxy for this one. What?
They want St. Patrick's Day?
No, I do. Like some like a green. It doesn't have to be like St. Patrick's Day green. Just green that would look good. Oh, I mean,
Green is in the top drawer.
oh, thought it was sorry. I thought it was in the bottom. Oh, that's a cool one.
This is G, and then this is
Let's do
green
this
fork.
one. Yeah. I mean, I keep it over here and put it back later if you want. The new house is a fabulous.
Aaron's taking over my pearl room, though.
Why? What you mean I'm taking over your parlor room? Don't even. I just rearranged. I'm not done rearranging.
It's still taking over it. Did you taste those? What did I do with them?
I don't know what you're doing. They're probably over there by the glitter. Alright, so we're going to mix a little bit. Let me mix one more batch. Yeah, we're still kind of, I know we've been in a year, but almost a year, but we're still kind of settling in, at least in here. We're still settling in.
Okay.
Just like a cheese ball.
How'd it go? They look like Mardi Gras. What? Excuse the paint on my hands.
But yeah, I just rearranged here again. Had to fix my big table. It was looking a little wobbly.
Oh, this guy's going in garbage.
It's not garbage. It just needs to be put. Some of that was under this table down here. But I think I'm gonna put the
Ooh,
vinyl.
it's lovely.
I'm gonna put the vinyl on that paper shelf. That's why I moved all the paper to one side. I put the vinyl on the other side. And I keep putting my tools on the other side of the room. All the glitter's the opposite corner of the room than where I'm sitting now.
Right. So you move all that.
It ain't gonna fit there because of the door. There ain't enough room. Alright. But yeah, yeah, it is gorgeous weather outside. I'll probably, once I get done in here, probably get cleaned up and then go get the lawnmower running and probably have to cut the grass because I've got some of that wild lettuce growing everywhere. Thankfully, this last freeze kind of killed most of it. I'm actually gonna pull some measurements today and probably call a few places and get some sod brought over so I can lay it out at least around the house and we can get some decent grass growing. Probably get a couple pallets of St. Augustine sod and then maybe a pallet of centipede that I can spread around, maybe like on the edges of the driveway and stuff. And I know it's getting ready to be cold again. But hopefully, even if it's cold in March, the beginning of March over here, hopefully by the time we get through to maybe March, it'll be warming up a little. I mean, I'm not ready for the scalding hot, humid Louisiana weather yet. But I am kind of ready for this cold weather to move on. We're not built for freezing cold weather. Okay, let me go ahead and get this one turning. I'm going to put a little heat on it. I guess I could zoom in on it, huh? I just want to put a little bit of heat. Not too much because I don't want to take the gems she had put on the cup. Kind of hit it with a little bit of heat to make sure we can get the air bubbles out of it. Let it kind of turn the other way. Make one more pass at it. Got a little bit of a drip. That's all right. Let's see. Where did I put my molds? I'm gonna let this one turn for a minute since it's still wanting to drip a little. What do we have left? Hey Lisa, how are you doing? I made a paper towel rack and put it under one of the legs, but because that was kind of the only place I could stick it at the moment. Mainly just trying to get it off the table. I think it might be too far away. But I am going to be making a new desk. I've just got to build the top. Haven't quite decided what I'm going to put on the top, like what kind of wood we're going to make it out of. I've got the stand ready. So hopefully we'll get that project going soon. Alright, we're going to need 2. I want let's see. I need what did I do with my alcohol ink? As you can see, I've rearranged and now I don't know where any of my stuff is. Weirdo. Hey, Kathy. Pardon me. I'm looking for my alcohol inks. They've disappeared on me. I've got some marbling ink I could probably use. Let's see. Yeah, this one will be good. How was everybody's Monday been?
Did it work?
What? I think so.
It needs more?
It probably won't.
What are you doing?
Using up a little bit of epoxy I had in here.
You want to scrape it out?
Yeah. Ain't gonna be enough. Well, let's do it this way then. Now we're just putting the epoxy we have left over in a little bit of a mold. We'll make a little keychain mold with it. can also make keychains, we can make cups, we can make shirts, mugs. We can make lots of goodies. All you gotta do is just let us know what you're kind of looking for, and we can let you know if we can do it. But just about anything we'll be able to do. Need a table that vibrates. There we go. What I'll do, we'll let this one kind of chill out for today. Tomorrow we'll be able to take it out of the mold, and it should be pretty much good to go. I think that'll be pretty much it for me today. So if you guys want to have a cup made, make sure to head over to facebook.com/SNA Pearls Creations. Click that shop now button, go ahead and fill out the form. We'll have the Pearl Show tonight at facebook.com/SNA Pearls. If I don't see you guys tonight, you guys have a great rest of your week. I will be back on Friday working on cups again. So if you get your order in, we should be able to start working on your cup on Friday.